Good morning, and thank you for joining me for this first session of Coffee with Andy. In this channel, we primarily want to focus on retirement. Now, there's several issues of retirement that I intend to discuss and we'll look at, and I hope that you take the liberty to message me if you have any questions or topics further along that you would like to talk about. Furthermore, you could check me out on my website at ltc-ab2.info. That's ltc-ab2.info. There I have a lot of discussions on retirement issues, um, product to help take this to the next level, things like that. But I promise you, it's not my desire to really go over product in this channel. It's more for insight and education so that we both know what we're going to run into when we turn 65. Some of you may not be 65, may be older. Some of you may be 60 or younger. Anyway, now's a good time to be considering what to do for retirement, as well as those of you who have already experienced it can help us younger people understand better and what to be prepared for. So with that ado, let's look at a few questions that I have. Okay. Um, what is retirement? What is it to you? What is it to me? Is it a time where we just do nothing and wait for the end results? Is it a time for play and fun? Will I be quitting my job at 65, 66, 67, whatever the retirement age is at that point? What if I run out of money, or do I have enough money? People are living 10, 20, 30, 40 years longer. So what does that mean for me? My family history may be one thing. Your family history may be another. Depends on which side of the family. I understand. But all things considered, I mean, I could easily pass out tomorrow as a result of an accident. I could end up living till 100. Well, now that I go into retirement, I only have my Social Security for however long that lasts. And right now, that's not guaranteed to be around, or at least they tell us, maybe terminated by 2030, 2025 even. Depends on the administration. And as we've seen in the last several years, there's been a lot of upheaval, a lot of concern, or cause for concern, I should say, for what your retirement future is going to be like. And will I have enough money? I mean, inflation for one thing. Other things, what do I want to do? Do I have the funds to travel? Do I have the funds to get that other house, or do I continue investing, or just what do I do? Uh, do I look at the plan that says, okay, I've got to start taking my payouts at 59 and a half? Of course, that's maybe a little bit too late right now because you'd already be there. But or do I hold off till I'm 70 and a half? Things to consider. Another aspect of my retirement, and yours too, obviously, is health conditions and insurance. Okay, am I going to get sick next year from something that I've done in the past? Do I have a history of health issues? Or is that passed down generation to generation? We don't know. So, how do we know how to plan, what to plan for, things like that. Personally, I tend to think erring on the side of caution is probably a smart move because if you don't plan for tomorrow, then you could be up the creek without the paddle, as they say. Another aspect I'm looking at is what I really want to do. Do I want to time out my week each week and cut the grass when I can do that? Do I want to travel, see the world? Probably not in my case. But um, do I want to retire at 62, 65, 74? Will I be able to do the job that I'm doing or get a job if I need one? Just what do I do from here? Um, what kind of trips do I want to take? And can I afford them? Or will I be able to afford them now? I mean, looking at my background, I chose these deliberately just to get you to think, not about where I want to go, but about retirement. Do I want to go to the mountains? No, they're too doggone cold. Do I want to go to the beach? Which beach? Bahamas? Puerto Rico? Um, what about age-related issues? Okay. Eh, with that being said, do I steer away from places that don't cater to seniors or don't have the ability? What about will I be able to get around? I'm starting to feel signs of my age, such as the knees. Will I need to be in a wheelchair or have a cane? What will my mobility be like? Will I be able to take care of myself? Will I need to have somebody take care of me? All kinds of questions come up. So, bottom line, not only will I be able to afford where I go, but will I be able to endure the trip? I'm not as young as I used to be, nor am I as old as I could be, I suppose. But what will I be able to handle and what not? So those are some of the questions that we want to start looking at and thinking about as we go into further discussion. So I want to thank you for stopping by this morning. Look forward to having coffee with you next time. Thinking about doing it weekly, but I'm also trying or looking at doing this on a daily basis, but short segments, so it's not a whole long time, but enough impact and with questions to get you to think. So, on that note, I want to say thank you for coming by and look forward to talking to you soon. Please check us out and please subscribe to the channel so that we know how many people we have as well as what your interests are, and we'll be glad to discuss those. Have a good day and stay healthy.